21-6 Illinois State. Easton on the drive at the start of the third period. Fake handoff. Whitlow on the keeper. Cuts inside 10, 5. Touchdown, Jalen Whitlow. He turned on a burst after he faked that handoff to Duncan and raced through the middle for the touchdown.
Eastern Illinois football has a brand new offense this year, and it's led by transfer quarterback Jalen Whitlow. Whitlow transferred to EIU this summer from the University of Kentucky, and he's been making the most of his opportunities ever since.
It's been, I guess, a bit of a journey, but I don't know. I mean, it's a long process, you know, getting transferred over and learning new people, new things, new offense, getting in school over here, through the summer. But it's been going good though.
There you go! There you go!
It was fun. Camp was fun. It was long, hot, but it was fun too. We competed. I had to learn on the fly, but it was a good experience.
It's always good to have competition. I think it makes guys better. And early in the season, we was just hoping, one of those two guys would take it and run away with it, and they really didn't do that. And then, we felt like with the players we had and stuff that Jalen gave us the best chance to win, and so we kind of went with him. We knew that we couldn't keep, switching back and forth. They're both very talented and both hard workers, great kids. They get along real well, and they've both been a pleasure to coach.
It is what it was what it was. Whenever my time was called, I just went in and tried to handle my business and help the team win. But it wasn't the first time I did it, so it wasn't too bad. One day, Coach Stevens just he called me. I didn't know who it was. I answered the phone. I was sitting in the living room in my apartment, and I answered the phone, and he said he was from East Illinois. I was the coordinator. He left Southeastern Louisiana and all this stuff. He was talking about how offense and what he had last year and what he's looking to do here, and end up talking to him later on. I think that week or later on, a couple of days later, and we ended up setting up a visit. And, I took my visit here, and pretty good.
He had a lot of different options and stuff, so we had to recruit him hard, and we spent a lot of time trying to get him here, and got him and his family up here on a visit, and got him to come. So we were very excited to get him here.
A lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of stuff that played into it with the offense, and just coming in. We wanted to play right away. If I would have had to go, if I would have went to a single A school, I would have had to sit out a year. But that was a big factor. That was pretty much a huge factor with my decision. So yeah, I'm glad I made the decision. When he first called me, he said Eastern Illinois. I was like, wait a minute. I've been watching the stuff leading up to the draft. I was like, hold on now. They just had a quarterback. Who's getting drafted. So I, as soon as I got off the phone with him, I sprinted to my room and did my research. But it was crazy. Like, 'cause the day I left Kentucky to take my visit, we were watching the draft, and we found out that he got drafted in the second round. And, and that was crazy. Then we got here. Everybody was happy about it. You can tell. I mean, it was just. It's a small community, so when a player from player here at a smaller school, get drafted so high, definitely at the quarterback position, it's big. So and having Tony Romo from here too, that was huge for a school, the town. So yeah, that was huge.
A loaded backfield with three running backs surrounding Whitlow in the shotgun. There's the fake handoff to Duncan. Whitlow keeps up the middle, pops through at the 50, 45, 40, splits defenders at the 30, still going, 20, touchback down to the 15. Terrific run by Jalen Whitlow, and it'll be first down and deep in EKU territory.
What a dual threat that young man is.
Tennessee State may be offsides. Whitlow back to pass, throwing it deep, right side for Drake. He's got it, and a touchdown for Eastern Illinois.
I think you always have to do that. Your offense is going to change depending on who you have, at certain positions and stuff, and especially at quarterback. When Jalen's in there as opposed to Andrew, some of them, they do different things good, and so you got to tailor a little bit the offense is when they're in there. they throw different routes better. Some throw certain routes better than others, and so, you know, when Andrew's in there, we'll definitely, for the most part, call different plays than what we would if, you know, Jalen was in the game. He's like most quarterbacks, you know, they'd rather throw the football, and they probably wish he could throw it every snap. You know, and a lot of people think he's different than a lot of athletic quarterbacks in that, I think, you know, Jalen believes he's a passer more than a runner and stuff, and you know, he's like most quarterbacks. You know, they'd much rather throw a touchdown, I think, than run one.
I'm me. I mean, it's hard to, like, you know, throw out a name of somebody I'm like, but I feel like, I mean, of course, I'm a dual threat guy, but you know, I'd rather throw a touchdown any day than run one, to be honest with you. But I can't. It's hard to, like, throw out a name that I can, you know, try to compare myself to. But I watch a lot of quarterbacks. You know, Peyton Manning, Russell Wilson. You know, a lot of the guys. You know, I would love to be in their position. So I watch what they do and, you know, try to pick up things and add to my game.
Here's Jalen Whitlow out of the shotgun. 2nd and 9. Fake handoff. Whitlow on the keep. Around the right side, 35. Breaks open 40. Jalen at the 50. In a foot race at the 40. He may go. Whitlow at the 20. At the 10. He's in. Touchdown, Eastern Illinois.
The biggest thing is, you know, making sure he understands the game plan every week and knows what plays we're going to call in what situations, and, you know, what he can see from the defense we're going up against. And then, you know, just working on technique things, fundamental things to improve and get better. The one thing he's done, you know, early on, you know, we threw some interceptions and turned the ball over. He's really taking care of the ball. Coach Damon was telling me this week that he's breaking records as far as, like, throwing the most passes without an interception and stuff, and hopefully that will continue. You know, he's taking care of the football and making good decisions, and you know, giving us a chance to win. And then he's made some big plays in the run game, you know, as well the last couple of weeks.
Just all-around game. You know, if I get better, you know, at everything, you know, that I can do, the team will be better, you know, and the offense will be better, and we can, you know, try to put up more points. So just pretty much everything, really. You know, it's always fun, you know, winning games, and you know, I mean, I appreciate the, you know, the weekly award or whatever, the newcomer awards I had, you know, but you know, if you can throw those awards out the window, I'd rather win every game, you know, instead of, you know, winning an award. So, you know, that's all fine and dandy, but, you know, I'm all about, you know, the W at the end of the day.
Reporting for Panther Sports Talk, I'm Brad Kupiak.